Leo, welcome in. I'm Nikki, your local vegan terrorist, and we're going to do a reading for your twin flame connection. Hopefully, read for the masculine, read for the feminine, read for the mutual connection and shared energy, and then roll the die, pick some color, pick a color, some colors. Something about a lot of colors here. Maybe like iridescent. Something about your favorite color. Go ahead and share that, Leo, if you feel called to do so. Share your favorite color. Three of Swords. Some sort of disappointment. A lot of options here in the masculine side. Queen of Pentacles and the Tower. Masculine, you could be dealing with a earth feminine. Oh, we got the Empress, so that with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, that says Taurus, but the Empress is also Libra. It's a very... Ooh, the Devil. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, but we have the Devil here. Devil is fear, it's attachment. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. Somebody felt left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. This could be a blocked communication. King of Cups. Yeah, something was said. And the Sun is here with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so on one side, what created this fear, what created this attachment, or maybe wondering if this is an attachment, is because the Ace of Wands is the magic stick. What I got, I'll have you spending all you got. Maybe you were concerned that this feminine was kind of a gold digger or was only interested in superficial things, right? The Devil is Capricorn. It's all about the materialistic world. It's all about the ego, the 3D. The Devil is the ruler of Earth, the terrestrial, right? The divine is the ruler of the 5D, right? Well, the divine is the ruler of all things, but not that they rule, because the Devil is that free will. It's that very human aspect. So there's Wounded Warrior, Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords. There's new communication coming in. So maybe this was like just a fling, one night stand, or maybe that's what one of you wanted. More Leo energy here. We have you coming out in your own reading a lot. So there's a lot of power. So it's like, I mean, the Sun is the divine, right? So that's why we have this duality of the Devil and the divine. The Sun and the light and the shadows, right? That's what the Devil is. It's our shadows. So you don't obliterate the Devil. You don't kill your ego. You transmute it. You've transmuted some sort of lower vibrational, maybe just sexually, carnally focused connections into something that, like, because that just wore you out with the Nine of Wands. This is a wounded warrior. This is someone who's exhausted. Like, all these wands, right? Maybe there's some player energy here. There's just something unfulfilling here. This is self-fulfilling. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is collaborating with this Queen of Pentacles. There's some sort of new. So this could be a reconciliation. This could be a brand new connection. We'll see. Excuse me. But we're going from lack in the 5s to 6, which is self-recognition. This is giving yourself the respect you deserve, and then others get to see it. You're leading by example by filling your cup. Ace of Cups. So we have 3 aces here, which tells me this is all new, baby. And that can be an old person, the Moon in reverse, maybe a Cancer, maybe you dealt with a Cancer before in the reverse. But the Moon in the upright represents lack of clarity and mystery. In the reverse, with the Sun here, if it were in the reverse alone, I might be a little bit more cautious about it, but with the sun here, it tells me you're coming out of this confusion, this lack of clarity. With this, all this new communication, it's illuminated. There's so much clarity. Yeah, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Two of Wands. Somebody had to make a choice here. To move forward or to stay stuck. Because 5 is stuck energy. It's a need for change, right? Ooh, we got 7 and 7. Maybe that's your drink. Maybe the number 77. Maybe you were born in 77. Life path 7. Also friends 7, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, the Empress and the 7 of Wands. The Empress could have left the situation, been the runner with the 7 of Wands. King of Swords. All right, let's see. We got the Lovers here, Gemini energy. This is you and your person. There's a lot of passion here. We got the Snake here. That is this year, the year of the Snake. You could be the year of the Snake. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have scorpionic placements. There's some sort of sacral energy here. That's what the sacral chakra energy, which is the sexual energy. It's all our creative energy comes from that place. But with the Lovers here, it's like the moon is like blowing on this. See how it's casting this light. The feminine's eyes are closed though. So feminines, I feel like maybe you dealt with a Scorpio. Maybe you dealt with some sort of just the magic stick. Somebody's got the magic stick. But that feels like that's all it was for you. There was nothing of substance. Or maybe there is. King of Swords. Yeah, because the King is over here with the 5s. And this devil on their controlling their world. Some sort of, maybe that 7 and 7, maybe drinking was an issue because the spilled cups with the 5 of Cups, you know, hitting your bank account. Maybe somebody was spending too much money on some sort of devilish energy. Page of Cups. Yeah, they're coming in as a page, feminines. This masculine's coming in as a page. The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands will burn the whole fucking world down. And she gets what she wants. 2 of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. There's something very high priestess, Piscean, mysterious about you, feminines, to this masculine. They see you dancing. They see you juggling a lot of things. They see you multitasking. They see you balanced. They feel like you're more balanced than they are, perhaps, because they're just like a page. But they are a King of Swords here. But they went to work on things, because this 8 of Pentacles is it's a masculine working to collaborate with this feminine. And that's in Pentacles. That could be in some sort of work project, right? Maybe you're going to work, maybe you are co-workers or met together. Ace of Pentacles, Year of the Dragon. I'm getting a lot of Chinese zodiac here. 10 of Wands. Somebody was giving or getting a lot of wands. Could be somebody trying to, it could be somebody trying to work magic on this connection. And we have the devil here. So yeah, not today, Satan. 5 of Cups again. Somebody tried to make you doubt. Past connections. That's past. The devil is not in the divine connection, right? I mean, the devil is in all things, because the devil is within us. It is the ego and all the things that it represents. We always have shadows and all of that. Oh gosh, I don't know, maybe if this is a reconciliation, it felt very toxic before, right? It felt very disturbed. It felt very ungrounded. It felt like it was probably a lot of fun, but there was some sort of cycle that needed to end here with that snake. The snake was biting its own tail, right? Maybe you are a musician or play some sort of, I'm getting like a maracas. Maybe you travel a lot, because I do get that sense of, or this could be like intercultural or interracial, some sort of difference. You come from different worlds, different spiritual belief systems. It's like the devil and the angel, you know, the divine and the demonic. It's like, and maybe that triggered the devils in you, because both of you are representing with the devil here. So, I mean, you could be dealing with Capricorn or have strong Capricorn placements. Check your Saturn placement. But it was very triggering, right? If it's a reconciliation, but we have this, the devil and the sun is coming out in both the masculine and feminine. So you're mirroring each other. So that feels like you actually are aligned. So it was not, it's supposed to. The twin flame connection is supposed to challenge your ego. It's supposed to challenge the devil, so that it's like fishing, right? Energetic fishing. You're putting this energy out there, and it's to draw the devil out. Shadow work is all about drawing the devils out, drawing the shadows out, looking at them, going within. It's this like evaluation. You have to get down into, I'm also getting like gold panning, right? Gold panning. You got to go through all the dirt. You got to dig a little deeper. I got that in the Gemini reading. So it's like this, you had to dig down into the deep depths of darkness and dirt and filth to find the gold. And the sun is the gold, liquid gold. Liquid gold. Liquid luck. Liquid luck. Yeah, there's that alcohol. There could be somebody is coming. Somebody is like coming in with some sort of, or they maybe before they needed, we got money and labor. So yeah, there's a lot of like, maybe you guys are working together. You're going to be a powerful couple. I was going to say a power couple, but you're going to be a powerful couple. As far as attracting, because you understand how to work with your shadows from doing this work, this shadow work on yourself. What the fuck? Could be an over-explaining or trying to figure out how to approach this feminine. This masculine might be trying to find the right words. Like, I can't even say the right words. Like, the right words. I can't even say right or words. Right. Maybe that's how they felt before. Ooh, my eyes just did a thing. My eyes just went like this. Like, somebody can't see something. And we've got all this gold here. It's money, money, money. It's abundance. 3 seeds. 3, 3, 3. Maybe that's a confirmation for you. And then the labor. You've done the work. So now you're going to reap the reward. You're going to, it's the Wheel of Fortune is what I'm getting here. Divine time, that's what the Wheel of Fortune is, divine timing. Oh man, just... Yay! What's going on here, Leo? Knight of Swords. That's that communication. That's somebody coming in with direct communication. That's the King of Swords over here in this left out energy is sending in this Knight of Swords like a message. And with the Page of Cups, it's probably not going to be feminine. It's probably not going to be much about the love that you want, right? That love is there, but I don't think it's not going to be some big grand emotional gesture. It might just be like a, and see, this Knight of Swords is coming in with the sun behind them. It's some sort of illumination about something, but I don't necessarily think, if there has been a separation, which every twin flame connection has a separation, if there has been a separation, and that's what you're coming out of, It's that bringing the clarity. There's no more confusion here. There's no more, because the devil is confusion, right? This right here, the moon in reverse and the devil is like cycles of not, it's an attachment. It's because if you can't see it, right, you can't see the action. See this, even a king, but a king in this energy is not going to be somebody who communicates very well, and the King of Swords is someone who should communicate very well. So there is potential, and I hate that word unless it's your own potential. So masculines, if this is you listening, you're like, yeah, I have the potential. The only person who can believe in your potential is you. No one, you shouldn't believe in anybody else's, or give energy to other people's potential, right? Unless it's like your children or something. Maybe there are children involved here. The Knight of Swords is this beautiful, oh yeah, we got strength. You guys are coming out very strong in your reading, both sides. You might both be Leos or have strong Leo placements, but Temperance is Sagittarius. It's balance, it's healing, it's trusting in and challenging your ego, right? Because in order to feel like the sun, the divine has your back, that you're divinely protected, that you can see, and see, this is like scales, but it almost looks like the Hermit, so Virgo energy as well. It's like somebody coming in with a light, and the light brings balance. It brings karmic balance. This illumination, this conversation brings balance, and it's 3 scales here. So it's the Holy Trinity. Me, myself, and I, body, mind, and spirit. You two are going to have this Temperance. She's holding a sword. There's communication here. I love this communication. Strength. It's going to take a lot of courage. Courage. To come in and have this conversation. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a solid offer. This is not just a talk. This is not just a wand. This isn't all talk. This is action. Because that's what wands actually are. They are action. But if it's all action, no conversation, nothing of substance behind it, then it's just the Star and the Empress. All right, that's healing. The masculines view this feminine, this Empress, as being very healing to them. And with the Six of Wands, I feel like maybe the masculines doubted that. They didn't think that they were good enough. They thought that they were like worthless. They didn't have enough love to give. And that could be maybe other feminines in the past just put them down, degraded them, ran them into the ground. Emotionally, they just never felt like they were enough. And this feminine's looking at the sun with the arms out like, what are you waiting for? I think not only are you enough, you are everything. You're everything to me. And you are actually healing to me. This connection, and it is a connection, and I think that there has been doubt on both sides whether or not this was an attachment or a true connection. This is a true connection with you and your person. This is you coming back together and bringing to light what happened. What happened between you, you know? Because I think it was a mystery to both of you. It was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because there was fear there. There was a worry. There was a worry that you couldn't trust yourself with this person, with your shadows. It reminds me of the song by Bexy, Villain Tears. He says, I'm back on the edge again. And if I tell you how I feel, I know you'll run away. Everyone's the fucking same. I'm back on my own again. Edge again. Edge again. Right? It's that fear. Back on the edge, to me, represents the Fool. The fool needs to jump off the edge of this cliff into this love, and there's fear that this is an attachment. I think both of you were like, nah, I can't even tell you how I feel about you, because maybe it was just set up to be a casual thing. Maybe it was just a friendship with the work there. Maybe you were coworkers. Maybe you felt like you couldn't express how intensely you felt about this person, and they were doing the same thing. But because you mirrored each other so closely, and again, because you have all the same cards, kind of like major arcanas coming out, you probably share similar placements, right? So you might share your top 3, your Saturn placement, Venus, because we had the oh no, maybe that was in Cancer's reading. So maybe there's something in Cancer. Maybe you have a Cancer placement. But anyway, you probably share a lot of placements. You share a lot in common. So that's gonna make you, when you're that similar, until you realize like, oh, we're actually one and the same, it's like, there can only be one. So yeah, maybe they share a Leo placement, because I always make that joke about Leos. They're very attracted to each other. Leo placements are very attracted to each other because, like, I'm this beautiful Leo and I want to be with another beautiful Leo, you know, like, like there's that, you know, that confidence that maybe people read it as arrogance, but there's just like, you know, I love myself. So you're like very, very similar. But I always make that there can be only one, right? Highlander. I mean, maybe you drive that. Maybe you drive a Highlander. But let's pull a number and see if it gives you any kind of clarity, and then color. Rolling the dice. You just gotta roll the dice. You gotta take a risk, and guess what's coming? 6. 6 is the number of agape love. It's soulmate, soulmate frequency. You love yourself. I love myself. The world is a what? They say something in the background of this. I love myself. The world is a something. They say, so maybe something about that line, because I can't think of what it is. But maybe something about that line is important. All right, let's pull a color. Color. Oh my gosh. Are these trick colors? Okay, so I've done Gemini, Cancer, and you, Leo, and all 3 of you had pink. So typically when I read and I'm in an energy to read multiple signs in one sitting, there's a lot of crossover energetically, right? And the time of the year, or the season, or astrologically speaking, there's probably a lot of similarities going on, which is why each of the zodiac signs can resonate quite a bit with each other, right? Because in that season, there are certain lessons attributed to that season or linked with that season. So you're probably all going through very similar things. The Gemini, Cancer, and Leo collectives. You could be, you know, a cusper, and so you're sort of grouped in. You're lumped in with them as well. So yeah, maybe something is in those readings. The Cancer or the Gemini reading. If you feel called to check those out, or you might be dealing with a Cancer or a Gemini. But that's the Chariot and the Lovers. So that is charging forward, following your heart space, being led by your heart space, being pulled by your heart space. I get this like, I can't help it. I have to go. It's so beautiful. I have to go in and be with my lover, be with my person. Oh, and there's a lot of passion here, and that might have been scary at first because you thought, oh, maybe this is just going to be a repeat of past cycles. There's no substance here, but there's substance here. There's a lot of substance here. This is your person, so it's kind of like all the substance that can be in a connection. But you know, it starts with a conversation. Communication is key. 8 of Wands, yeah, fast incoming communication. Possibly through messages, or maybe you met online, or that's where most of your communication is at. Yeah. Because, I mean, there might be a little bit of a lot of nervousness Because the King of Swords isn't coming in as the king. He's coming in as the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. So there's a little bit of fear here, my dear, about how this feminine might react. But they're going to do it anyway. That's the strength. They're going to do it anyway. That's what courage really is. You know, courage, the cowardly lion. What is that? Courage, the cowardly dog, or something like that. Maybe that cartoon. Maybe you like that cartoon or something. I don't know. I've never seen it. But yeah, it's Wizard of Oz. You had the courage all along, and courage is not about being fearless. It's about doing it anyway, because it's important to you. It needs to happen. So you gotta do it. You have to have this conversation. Just packing up. Packing up. Maybe you two are going to go on some sort of trip together. Maybe you'll be packing up. Maybe you'll be moving in together. So there's like something about packing. Pack it in. Pack it in. Let me begin. Let me begin. This is ace, ace, ace. This is brand new energy. So even if this is a reconciliation, somebody from the past, somebody you've dealt with before, it's going to feel completely new. Because you've both done this work. You've both had time to review what's going on and what's actually been the attraction. Because I think that you thought that it was just carnal stuff. Because that's there. I mean, you could have multiple fire placements. You know, you could share those because I mean, you are fire, so there's always a lot of passion with the one, so there's a lot of fire between you two. But I think the rest of your chart, astrologically speaking, the rest of your chart and your life, your history, everything, and most importantly, your future, where you're both going, you're compatible, you want the same things. And the same things are you. You want each other. You cannot envision your life without this person. And maybe you're like, why? Why do I keep, I tried to forget them, but why are they still there whenever I imagine myself, starting a family or growing old with somebody or, working in the community or, starting some sort of business or something. It's like they're always right there. And so this is definitely your person. Because when you can't get past the connection, that indescribable need to be in each other's space is a connection. That's water energy. So I'm afraid you're going to have to just go with your heart here, Leos. I'm afraid so. So yes, thank you so much for your time. I really hope that there was something in here for you, some sort of confirmation or a sign that helps you settle into the frequency of divine love. Okay? Because if you're in that energetic chasing, it's going to trigger your person into running. It's true divine masculine and feminine. Feminine receives. They call in their masculine. And that's that pulling, that sensation of like, I can't help it. She's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like this love is so beautiful. And so this feminine's calling the masculine in by staying in their Empress energy with their arms open. With arms wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. This feminine's going to, that's that healing. Feminine's going to show the masculine a lot. The masculine's going to show the feminine a lot. That's what this is. It's so healing. You're going to completely heal your ancestral karma with this connection. And it sounds like it's going to be pretty fun for your for your terrestrial body as well. So enjoy. Yeah. Until next time, I wish you well.